Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. I test a lot of skincare, and have tested a lot of skincare throughout the 5 to 7 years, I don't know how long it's been that I've been doing YouTube. And as trends come and go, and as product types and categories come and go, there are always those same products that I always fall back on. When I'm not testing skincare products, what does my routine look like kind of thing? And I want to share some of those products, some of my holy grail skincare that I will forever buy for as long as they're sold, I will forever use for as long as my skin likes them, and products that I know I can rely on. So let's start with this one. This is the e.l.f. Skin Pure Skin Toner. Full disclosure, I have had a sponsored video with e.l.f. Skin, which included this product. But within that sponsorship, I got to choose what products I talked about of theirs. Oh no, how long has that been there for? I mentioned before that I don't like the Pure Skin Moisturiser. It kind of gave me like a cold sweat kind of feeling, but I know so many other people love it, so I did have to try the rest of the Pure Skin range. I'm so glad I tried this toner. So this is, for me, a really hydrating, nourishing, calming, soothing toner. You know I love toners. Listen, people always say toners aren't necessary. They're not. But if you like hydrated skin, if you want your skin to look more hydrated and you want an easy way to hydrate your skin, a toner is the best way to do that. Toner, serum, essences nowadays are pretty much interchangeable because most toners have some really nice key active ingredients in, or ingredients that your skin can really benefit from. They're not just like water. Although I do like a spray can of water, but this one in particular has oat milk, aloe juice, and niacinamide. Aloe juice is one of my favorite ingredients as far as soothing the skin goes, calming the skin, but also hydrating the skin. Very different to just rubbing an aloe leaf on your face. Oat milk, again, nourishing, soothing, calming, very calming for my skin. And then we have niacinamide, a whole plethora of things. We all know what niacinamide does nowadays, but for me, it's that evening out skin tone. It's a reduction of sebum, not reduction, it's the balancing of sebum production, the brighter tone, the more even look to your skin. But niacinamide also has some skin soothing properties as well. Hyaluronic acid, of course, to hydrate the skin. That's kind of standard nowadays, right? Glycerin as well, but you also have ceramides in here to help your skin barrier on its way to healing and recovering. They don't actually mention ceramides as like a key ingredient in here, which I find really odd because people are about ceramides, you know? So I've gone through one of these and I'm halfway through this one now, just because it's something I layer up morning and night. It's very easy to get through. What I will say, my one qualm with this is it's a bit too liquidy. It's a bit too watery. If it was just that little bit thicker, like slightly thicker than water, I feel like I would use a lot less of it and one bottle would last me a hell of a lot longer. But for £9 for 150 milliliters, I really don't think that's a bad price anyway. And I always say this, and I'll say this again. I think I'm surprised by e.l.f. skincare being as good as it is. And that's not because I thought it was going to be really bad, but when makeup brands kind of do that makeup to skincare thing, I always see their skincare as like an afterthought, and maybe they're just trying to make a little bit extra money. But so much thought, I feel, has gone into these products. They have a good set and range of collections as well, skincare collections for particular skin types. So I feel like the vast majority of the skincare products they launch are there for a purpose. So yeah, I've got so much more e.l.f. skincare that I've purchased myself. This I purchased myself that I just want to get to grips with and kind of try it all, because I think they're great. I think they're really good. Next up is eye creams. I know people are like, eye creams are just expensive moisturizers, but here's the reasons I use them. First of all, I can't just put any old moisturizer around my eye. Sometimes they're too heavy, sometimes they're not heavy enough. I don't want to play this game of testing moisturizers that work for my skin, but not my eye, and vice versa. And also, they're not just expensive moisturizers. They tend to hold more potent ingredients. They're designed for the thinner skin around your eyes. And some of them can specifically target concerns that your moisturizers don't unconcern. What am I trying to say? Don't target, you know? And the Dieux Skin Auracle Reviving Eye Gel is one of my absolute favorites. And here's why. First of all, this is the perfect eye cream to work with the Forever Eye Mask from Dieux Skin, which I use all the time. If I go away, if I go to like a hotel and I forget my eye mask, I get really pissed off because they make such a difference along with this eye cream. But what I love about this eye cream is I like hydrated skin. right? I don't like thick moisturizers. Oh, well, I do in the evening, but in the morning, I like light. I like feeling like hydrated. And this is like a gel. It's like a lightweight quenching gel for my under eyes. And I noticed after weeks of use that my eyes did look plumper. They look more awake because I don't think I have bad under eyes at all. I think I could get away with not using an eye cream. I say that, but I can get very sunken here if I'm like, you know, like dehydrated or tired, and I get like little chickeny skin bumps if I don't use an eye cream now. And I'm starting to see some very, very, very fine lines under my eyes. I'm 33, nearly 34, literally in days time. So I need to get on the eye cream. And this makes such a difference. My under eyes kind of feel like soft but like taut at the same time. On the website, they say that they use renewable ingredients specifically for under the eyes. So this contains I'm having to read this off. This contains 1% algae polysaccharide complex, which is biotechnology derived algae polysaccharides that visibly reduce the appearance of dark circles. They do say, however, Auracle does not contain ingredients that target hyperpigmentation. Very different. You know, if you've got dark circles, it could be one of two things, one of like 3-4 things. They're 3% palmitoyl tripeptide complex, which is peptides that reinforce firmness of the skin, reducing appearance of puffiness and dark circles. And I feel like that, along with the 10% glycerin, is what really kind of makes the very obvious physical difference to my under eyes, like what you can see. Dieux is a brand that I absolutely love because their products are with purpose. And I feel like, you know, in this day and age where I'm not against people launching skincare brands. I know people was like, oh, you know, people are always launching skincare brands. I think the difference between, say, a brand like Revolution, who come out with one product every 2 seconds, versus Dieux, who have like a handful of products, is what's going to make such a long-term difference to so many environmental issues, consumerism kind of issues, waste issues. These also come with refills. So it's good. I got a couple of refills of this, like real refills, you know, like ones that actually make a difference. Now, I know people in the UK can't get that. I use a shipping service. So I have like a fake American address and they ship it over to me here in the UK. But if you're looking for something not really similar, but something I would put on kind of like the same level as it, the Jordan Samuel Skin, the Performance Eye Gel, is another eye cream that is constantly on my vanity area. Again, in their own words, this is a humectant-rich eye cream. So it's got that gel, soothing feeling to it, hydrating under my eyes. Again, I feel like that hydration is what really makes that physical difference when you actually look at your under eyes. Again, another eye cream with ingredients purposely made to put under the eyes. Unlike just whacking a moisturizer under your eyes, we have caffeine in here, which I believe helps with circulation under the eyes. I believe that's the idea. Glycerin, again, a great superior humectant in many people's opinion, including mine, and green tea extract, which is a great antioxidant. So again, I love it if you're looking for a lightweight eye cream that's going to give you everything you need under your eyes and not kind of like feel like it's drying out your under eyes. This is the one to go for. I do have an eye cream that I absolutely love that's thicker, that I use in the evening. I'm all about thicker textures in the evening, not so much in summer. But as far as like a nice lightweight eye creams, these are the ones to go for. Oh, I wonder if they're on Cult actually. I'll link everything in the description. Unsurprisingly, there is a Glow Recipe product in this video. This is the Strawberry Smooth BHA and, did I say strawberry weird then? Anyway, BHA and AHA Salicylic Serum. Again, I've had a sponsorship with them last year with this particular product, but this is my own purchase out of any kind of sponsorship. My way of exfoliating is gentle and often, but not too often. I don't like high percentages a couple of times a week. I love a good exfoliating toner, but I'm really into kind of like more kind of like multi-purpose products at the moment. So I do like exfoliants in serums right now. So this actually contains 2% encapsulated salicylic acid. Encapsulation kind of makes it more gentle. It's delivered slower into the skin, so it's less irritating. We have mandelic acid in here. So that's your AHA, so that's going to help even out skin tone, texture of your skin. And it's really kind of known for being not as irritating as other AHAs. We also have succinic acid in here as well, if you're familiar with that. Great for people with breakouts. Azelaic acid in here, which I personally love for my complexion as far as like redness, evening out skin tone. And allantoin to help soothe. It really is kind of like just a all-in-one kind of serum. I don't use this every day. I could potentially use this every day because it is so gentle, but I tend to use this kind of like every other day day, or I'll start using it for a couple days where I feel like my skin needs a bit of a exfoliating attention. I feel like I know what my skin needs when it comes to exfoliation, and it's not like a 2% once every 2 days or like, you know, a crazy percentage. So you still get a good percentage of exfoliation in here, but it's just packed in a much gentler formulation that is kind of like an all-round usage kind of product as well, which I absolutely love. My skin just goes for Glow Recipe exfoliants. The BHA toner, one of the best toners for my skin. It loves it so much. Really briefly, I don't think I talk about this one all the time. I don't think I've included it in like a Holy Grail video, or have I? I don't know. This, you know what it is, packed with ceramides, CeraVe, but nicer to use, basically. Next up is a product from The Ordinary, and I really didn't think ever that I would purchase this product because AHAs aren't really for my skin, but this is The Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% Toning Solution. I do not use this on my face. I do not use this on my face, but this has become part of like my body skincare routine for a good year and a bit now, and I've purchased these over and over, but they last such a long time. But I use this for my armpits, and I don't know the science behind it, but I kind of use it as a deodorant, but also my armpits got quite dark from use of certain deodorants. It's fine having darker areas of skin, like my knees are slightly darker, I don't want to lighten them, but when a product has caused that kind of like darkening of the skin, I feel like my skin doesn't want that. Like I need to kind of like fix that. So I've been using this, as I said, on and off for like a year and a bit now, however long, and my armpits are like one color now. They're like smooth and one color. What I think people are getting wrong with using glycolic acid as a deodorant is they're using it every day and they're forgetting that your armpit is still sensitive skin and it can still do some damage. So once or twice a week I'll use this. Sometimes with deodorant, sometimes not. This does stop the smell. I don't know what it does, but I won't smell for like a day and a half after this. Like it'll keep my armpits fresh no matter what I do. And I'll use this on my dry knees. It's great. Like it's an exfoliant that doesn't make my skin feel like dried out or tacky after, which I find a lot of chemical exfoliating toners do. And as I said, it's just so much. I put it on a cotton pad, rub it under my armpits, and I'm like done. I'm done. And yeah, that is it. Those are products that I always fall back on. I always use outside of testing other products. Are really good for a very basic routine. Let me know if you tried these, if you like these, if you don't, if you know of any like alternatives I might like as well. Let me know in the comments below. You can watch some more product reviews here. Some general light entertainment here, and I will see you over there.